All right, 3 years ago, I chopped down my Bradford pears and I grafted branches from Bartlett's and Anjou and Asian pears, and look at these things. So I have flowers on them, which means I'm gonna get fruit this year, and the scions have grown a huge amount. Come join me in the chaos.
Come join me in the chaos where the food forest thrives in the joy of growing. Our hearts come alive, embracing the mess where nature...
All right, so there's a big movement right now just to chop down all the Bradford pears, because it's true, they're invasive, and yes, they produce a lot of seeds. But if you chop off the parts that make the seeds, they're not invasive anymore, and then you have these established rootstocks. I mean, this is a 20-year-old rootstock that I just grafted 2 years ago. And I mean, this is already substantial diameter, and it's gonna yield enough fruit that it's gonna be pretty impressive. I don't know if it's gonna be able to handle that many pears, but well, I mean, look at these things. Got more flowers here, a whole bunch of flowers over here. Catkins from my poplar. Those flowers are beautiful. But these things are all flowering. Well, yeah, they're all flowering. Some have more flowers than others. And I think it's because of the scion. Like, some of my scions are already fruiting, but some of the other ones haven't fruited yet. So I'm guessing they'll probably need another year. So I believe the Asian pear only needs a couple years to fruit as a scion, and it looks like the Bartlett and the Anjou take a little bit more time. Some of these have smaller clusters of flowers. But as you can see, I chopped those down, and I have another video you can look on my channel. Pretty simple to do bark grafting. Probably the easiest graft. You literally just sharpen a branch from a tree you like, make an incision in the bark, and you just basically shove the scion into that incision, almost like a drink box. Like, if you think about the way it is with like a Capri Sun, you basically Capri Sun a branch from a tree you like into the edge of the bark of the Bradford pear, and it'll, like this, just kind of take over, almost like a parasite, or like an organ transplant, so to speak. Easy way to just get a ton of fruit from those established rootstocks. A lot of people just cut them down, but it literally takes me 5 minutes, chop them down. Well, it makes a huge mess when you chop them down because there's wood everywhere, but you know, the actual grafting part's pretty quick once you get the hang of it. And then you get not only beautiful flowers in the spring, but you get a huge bounty of fruit. It's gonna be amazing to have that much fruit hanging. I might thin it just to make sure the branches don't shear off under the weight of the fruit. But I do have a strategy for reinforcing these, and so I put deck screws, a 4-inch deck screw through the scion into the trunk, just to reinforce that connection between the scion and the trunk, so that when they get heavy, when the winds blow, when the birds sit on them, they don't just fall off. Save the Bradford rootstocks.